Criticism today following Saturday's deadly shooting in Minneapolis by federal agents. Now, Senate Democrats say they will not support funding DHS without additional restrictions on ICE, and that could lead to a partial government shutdown this weekend. Erica Brown is on Capitol Hill with the latest.
There are new calls Wednesday for DHS Secretary Kristi Noem to be fired or face impeachment proceedings in the wake of Saturday's shooting death of Alex Preddy by federal agents.
She clearly doesn't know how to manage. She's never managed a large organization, and she's failing at every possible measure of the job.
Republican Senators Tom Tillis and Lisa Murkowski have joined congressional Democrats who are calling for her ouster, even as President Trump continues to stand by her.
You have confidence in them?
As long as the president does, I'll support it.
Other Republicans are calling for an independent investigation.
At no point in time do I see an assault, and I don't think anybody in America believes he was assaulting those officers.
The backlash to the Minneapolis shooting has led to a showdown here on Capitol Hill. Senate Democrats are vowing not to fund the Department of Homeland Security unless reforms to immigration and customs enforcement are put in place.
Rein in ICE and end the violence. That's our goal.
Lawmakers have until the end of Friday to reach a deal or face a partial government shutdown, something both sides say they want to avoid.
Americans want accountability, so let's have a separate vote and a separate debate.
I think the administration is willing to sit down with them and have a discussion, perhaps a negotiation about how do we move forward. But the one thing I do know, and that is that a government shutdown is not in anybody's interest.
Congress has already passed 6 bills to fund various parts of the government, but 6 more remain. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Meanwhile, the officers involved in the fatal shooting of Alex Preddy are on leave, but the immigration crackdown is still in full effect in Minneapolis, with new arrests happening every day. Ian Lee has the details.
CBS News has learned the federal agents involved in Saturday's deadly shooting of Alex Preddy have been placed on administrative leave. President Trump's border czar Tom Homan is in Minneapolis leading the ongoing immigration operation.
I don't care who you are, get back in your vehicle.
Wednesday, federal agents threatened to arrest an Associated Press cameraman as he was documenting an operation. And on Tuesday, agents were seen detaining 2 men. In the backseat, Jenny, who only provided her first name, and her daughter.
Man, go home with the baby.
Jenny says she pleaded to go with her husband and her cousin, but agents refused to take them.
Señor, ¿por qué?
She goes over to her cousin, who makes a run for it, but is soon caught.
No tenía otra opción.
Jenny says they're all undocumented and came to the U.S. from Ecuador to provide for their family. It's unclear why she wasn't taken. There's some hope from many Minnesotans that Homan's arrival here and the change in leadership by the Trump administration will lower tensions in the Twin Cities. Police arrested 55-year-old Anthony Kazmierczak, who assaulted Congresswoman Ilhan Omar during a town hall Tuesday night, spraying her with a liquid. She continued the event.
We are Minnesota strong, and we will stay resilient in the face of whatever they might throw at us.
CBS News asked Minnesota's governor about the political rhetoric President Trump has directed against Omar.
I keep coming back to this. The decency of the American people is going to have to speak up.
Omar said on social media she's doing okay and won't be intimidated by a, quote, small agitator. Ian Lee, CBS News, Minneapolis.
Here at home, a 27-year-old woman was killed in a bad crash yesterday afternoon on the H1. Police say the woman was ejected from an open truck bed when it was rear-ended. She was pronounced dead at the scene. 5 others in the truck cab wearing seatbelts. They were taken to the hospital for care. The other driver, a 56-year-old woman, also needed medical attention. She's expected to be okay. Police do not think she was speeding or intoxicated. This is Oahu's 5th traffic fatality this year. And police are searching for a driver after hit and run yesterday seriously injured a bicyclist on Sand Island Parkway. At around 5:20 yesterday morning, a vehicle heading south struck the 50-year-old man and did not stop. The bicyclist suffered serious injuries. He was not wearing a helmet. And friends and family are mourning the loss of a Hawaii Island chef who was killed in a plane crash in Maine. Loved ones identified Nick Mastraskusas as one of the 6 people who died in Sunday's crash. The husband and father of 3 young children worked at Kukio Resorts in Kona. He was on a private jet when it crashed during takeoff at the Bangor International Airport. A GoFundMe page has been set up, but his family is asking for privacy. Look for a link at our website, hawaiinewsnow.com. Imagine so much illegal fentanyl, it could kill 500,000 people in Hawaii. That's what police recovered on the Big Island just last year. Anthony Ferreira gives us a look at the huge haul of drugs that's now off the streets.
A table piled high with 200 pounds of marijuana, bags filled with methamphetamine, and another loaded with fentanyl. All of it seized by the Hawaii Police Department in 2025.
Street value is estimated at $11 million in recoveries.
Most of it reaching Hawaii from the West Coast.
So it comes in boat, comes in airplane, body carry, parcel, you name it. If there's a will, there's a way.
In total, officers recovered more than 75 pounds of methamphetamine, 20 pounds of cocaine, and nearly 2 pounds of illicit fentanyl and more than 550 fentanyl pills. Also, over 1,000 pounds of dried marijuana, including 687 plants.
Currently, the Big Island is definitely a gateway. And for how long, I'm not too sure, but we're definitely working on closing that gate.
Police tell us their enforcement efforts increased after the department consolidated the East and West Hawaii Vice units into one unified division.
The flow of information moves a lot quicker now. That gives us the ability to focus on the larger targets. That's why you see the larger numbers now.
And often with drugs comes weapons. Last year, Vice officers found 73 guns and more than 1,800 rounds of ammunition.
So some are regular guns, some are ghost guns, some are recovered from burglaries or items that people actually owned and people with criminal thought took them from them.
Investigators say multiple groups are independently trafficking the drugs to Hawaii Island. The Vice Division arrested nearly 300 people last year.
Because of the unification, the movement of quality intelligence, we're getting to the large distributors now, the thinkers, the drug trafficking organizations. Now, with our current stance, we're able to focus on those long-term investigations and effect arrests and recoveries.
Anthony Ferreira, Hawaii News Now.
After nearly 2 decades of planning, Maui County is getting closer to building a new $30 million fire station. As Chelsea Davis reports, officials say it's badly needed.
The planning department said a change in zoning was necessary for the fire department to construct a new fire station in Haiku, and it passed out of the planning commission unanimously.
New renderings show what the Haiku fire station would look like along Hana Highway near East Kuiaha Road.
It is in dire need for all of us. It would relieve and help out the Paia fire station so much when there's so much coverage. And we in Paia have experienced many fires in the past 2-3 years that is just overwhelming.
Right now, the closest fire station to Haiku is in Paia, about 6 miles away. Fire department officials say a fire station in Haiku would help the whole island.
What happened after the Lahaina fire kind of exposed a lot of shortcomings in the breadth and the depth of our department. You know, we have approximately tripled call volume in the past couple decades, and the amount of fire stations and personnel haven't quite kept pace with that.
They say from 2000 to 2020, the population in Haiku has increased by 23%, and the town is covered with wooden structures. The East Kuiaha area is also home to confirmed iwi kupuna burials, and cultural descendants such as Kanel E. Williams are keeping an eye on the building plans.
I don't want to convey this idea that I'm against fire mitigation or fire station or Maui Fire Department. However, at the same time, understanding that there are cultural rights, there are land disputes, information about Land Commission Award, Kuleana lands, traditional customary practices in the area that may be impacted by the project, iwi kupuna burials, all the information that they need to have in order to make informed decisions. This wasn't uploaded until after public testimony closed.
Kelapuna Archaeological Consulting recommends having archaeological and cultural monitors present during construction.
It now heads to the Maui County Council for a vote. Reporting in Wailuku, I'm Chelsea Davis for Hawaii News Now.
Well, thank you so much, Chelsea. Let's take a live look outside at our tower cam. You can see it is very hazy out there, seeing a lot of fog. This is just taking a look towards the reef runway. I want to point out that you can't even see the Waianae mountain range. It's so hazy out there. This is all the fog that was released from episode 41 of the eruption of Kilauea over the weekend. Let's just take a look at our exclusive first alert fog forecast. You can notice a lot of fog hanging across the eastern half of the state and also getting up towards Oahu, a little bit clearer over towards Kauai and Ni'ihau. This is going to be the case throughout Thursday and Friday. Some thick fog out there, southwesterly winds pushing it up towards the rest of the state. Should be clearing out as we're going into Friday. A weak front's going to be moving our way. I'll give you the details on that and the air quality coming right up.
Drew. 40 years ago today, America's space program changed forever. The Challenger space shuttle exploded just 73 seconds after launch, killing all 7 crew members on board. Among them was Hawaii's Ellison Onizuka, the first Asian American and the first astronaut from Hawaii in space. The explosion was broadcast live and stunned millions across the nation, especially students watching from classrooms. Ahead on This Is Now, the president launches his Trump Accounts program for babies born from 2025 to 2028. What families need to know, plus this.
Concerns over water catchment systems on Hawaii Island 2 days after Kilauea's latest eruption. I'm Dylan Encheta with the details coming up.
Welcome back. The Trump administration is getting the word out about investment accounts for America's children. Trump accounts will be available to all children under 18 with a social security number. The government will also provide a one-time seed contribution of $1,000 to eligible babies born between January 1st of 2025 through 2028. Anyone can contribute up to $5,000 a year.
I'm officially calling on all employers all across America to follow the lead of many of these amazing companies and make matching Trump account contributions. With every modest contribution, Trump accounts should reach at least $50,000 in value by the time the child turns 18.
The president also announced that Visa is creating a platform allowing cardholders to deposit cashback rewards directly into Trump accounts. The latest Kilauea eruption left behind a mess for some residents on Hawaii Island. There are now concerns it could impact the clean water supply of Volcano residents. Dylan Ancheta has the story.
2 days after Kilauea put on one of its most explosive shows yet, parts of Hawaii Island are still cleaning up. Left behind was tephra, the volcanic matter that rained down over the Volcano community. Now there's concern over the safety of clean water and catchment systems, which 100% of that community relies on.
Volcanic material is not toxic as it is. You know, it's not like bacteria or anything. The hazard is the material itself getting into your water supply.
I got it all in my hair right now.
Roofs of homes may still have debris on them, and so the first thing officials suggest residents relying on catchment systems should do is disconnect it from their home to prevent those particles from getting in. The second thing may be a bit trickier for some.
It requires, labor, getting up on the roof, cleaning gutters and so forth, taking the care that you're using the proper protective equipment.
Because the community is isolated and some kupuna may be unable to get on their home's roof, Civil Defense is surveying the area for any significant needs. An online assistance survey link was posted and quickly got more than 200 responses.
It's kind of labor intensive and hazardous. So, we're reaching out to those folks that just don't have the capability to do this and kind of screening those folks.
On top of protecting catchment systems from tephra, Magno says owners should ensure they continually maintain and use proper filters.
Recognizing that the notion of caring for your water system for bacteria and that other stuff, that's something that people should be doing all the time. But the systems are made to filter out fine sediment and so forth. So you got to understand what filters you're using.
Anyone needing assistance in cleanup should contact the Hawaii County Civil Defense. Dylan Ancheta, Hawaii News Now.
Aloha, coming up today at 12:30 p.m. on Covering the Cost with Annalisa Burgos. I'm sitting down with Melly James to talk about the price of entrepreneurship in Hawaii. Catch Covering the Cost on H&N streaming app, available on Roku, Apple TV, or Amazon Fire.
First Alert Weather with Drew Davis.
Here's a look at our first alert weather headlines. We're tracking light winds over the next several days, giving us these hazy and foggy conditions. We've also got a couple of fronts that are going to be moving in, plus a warning level swell that's going to be moving in on Friday. Let's just take a quick look at our air quality outside. We're going to take this island by island to show you what's going on. Moving over closer to Hawaii Island, there's a couple of areas closer to the moderate level. So we are seeing lowered air quality because of the fog. Seems like the sensors over in Kihei and Kahului are still in the optimal range, and it's pretty foggy over on Oahu. We're seeing hazy conditions dropping our air quality out there. Kauai is in the green right now. Let's also take a look at our island by island forecast really quickly for your Thursday. Sunny conditions over on the Garden Isle tomorrow. Moving down to Oahu, we'll be seeing calm winds becoming more southwesterly in the afternoon, 5 to 10 miles per hour out there for Honolulu. Maui County will be sunny and hazy, light and variable winds, 83 in Kahului, 67 for a low as you're waking up in Kihei. Moving over to the Big Island, 72 for a low, 82 for an afternoon high in Kona. Isolated showers and hazy conditions out there. Seeing a lot of fog still hanging around the eastern side of Hawaii Island, and scattered showers possible over the northern portions of Hawaii Island. A quick look at the big picture. We've got these weak fronts that are going to be moving in. This is the culprit, giving us these southwesterly winds. That moves over us Friday into Saturday. Another stronger front's going to be moving in as we're going into Monday and Tuesday of this upcoming week. So let's just take a look at our first alert futurecast. Scattered showers possible for the northern portions of Hawaii Island tomorrow. Pop-up afternoon showers due to the light winds. Then that front moves in pretty slowly. It's going to be moving down the island chain. This is around Friday, around 11 a.m., bringing rainfall to the entirety of the state. More windward showers over on the Big Island. A quick glimpse at your surf and shoreline forecast. On the decline for Thursday morning, we'll be seeing a large swell building in going into Thursday evening. Right now, Saturday and Sunday highlighted in red as that front moves in. Another front Monday into Tuesday. Plus, something really awesome. Today we are launching a new show called The Drew Point, a little play on the Dew Point. Our first episode is today at 1:30. It'll be on Apple TV, Roku, and Amazon Fire. Time for some good news now. If you love shopping local, listen up.
Mana Up is celebrating a new Waikiki location with tastings and giveaways. Casey Lund takes us there.
Aloha from Royal Hawaiian Center in Waikiki. We want to talk about this special place, Mana. Take a look, because they've been down here in this space before at the Royal Hawaiian Center. Then they were upstairs for a bit. And then this summer they got out of there and then moved back down. And this is their flagship location. What's special about this? Come on in with me. Not only the people that are here with me this morning, we've got Dylan Butterbaugh, we've got Melly James from Mana Up, of course Dylan from Manoa Chocolates, and then Jason Brand, Kohana Rum. We're going to come back over there. I want to talk to them in a minute, but I want to show you this space. More than 105 brands Mana Up has worked with over the years. Many of them are right in here. They have a big space, and look at this whole wall is Manoa Chocolate. And the reason, again, that this is so special is that Manoa Chocolate and Kohana Rum were the first cohorts of Mana Up years ago. How does it feel to have them back in this space, Melly?
It's so exciting. We love having Kohana out in Kunia, Manoa's out in Kailua, and bringing all of these folks here so people in Waikiki can actually just be right here tasting and enjoying and experiencing.
And for both of you, we featured your brands, whether it be on High Now with Kainoa and the crew up there, upstairs, or here doing stuff like this. Looking back over the years, Dylan, and seeing your brand grow, we talked earlier that sometimes you get so busy with the day-to-day of the business, you don't really take a step back and appreciate where you've come from and where you are now. How does it feel to be back here with Melly and Mana Up?
Oh, it's great. We've had now years and years of collaborations and friendships that have developed, and it is pretty cool to have started from a bicycle and now have stores in Waikiki.
And employees and supporting other local creators and the things that you've done over the years. Same thing with Kohana Rum, being back here in this Mana Up space and this tasting room that you have, which, by the way, if you walk just past Tiffany's at the Royal Hawaiian Center, this bar is the first thing I saw anyway.
Yeah, it's great. What a neat opportunity just to be back with everybody. The cohort 1 kind of rebuilt right here in the store. Lots of cohorts 2 through 10 and 11. So this is a really neat opportunity to sell local, sell all Hawaii companies.
What you guys have done, we already showed earlier today, we showed the Manoa chocolate cups that you had. I want to show some of the other things else that you have here. What do you have you poured us here this morning?
Sure, just because we're going to do a celebratory toast, this is actually the Hemingway Daiquiri, so it's our ready-to-drink collection, where Kohana Rum is inside, and you just pour it over ice, you're good to go.
Very good. Okay, I'm going to sneak back over to Melly really quickly because I just want to talk about what's happening this weekend. There's going to be tastings from Thursday through Saturday. What else do you want people to know about the grand opening happening this weekend?
So the grand opening is Thursday through Sunday. We'll be having activations from 11 to 8 o'clock every day, different entrepreneurs, but we'll be actually open from 10 to 9. But we have different folks coming in for tastings, for different snacks, for making candles, and all these other fun things. So it's going to be wonderful. Sign up at houseofmanaup.com for giveaways. We'll be doing 50% off tastings as well.
Awesome. Okay, well, let's do it. You guys can do it. I, of course, am still working, but cheers, and I'll do it in spirit as we celebrate the grand opening of Mana Up, their space here at Royal Hawaiian Center. We'll send things back into the studio. Aloha. Cheers.
Thank you, Case. One-stop local shopping. I love it.
Yeah, it looks like a pretty cool place. We're going to have to stop by. Here's a quick glimpse at our 7-day forecast. Hazy conditions, foggy conditions the next couple of days. We're watching that front moving in this weekend. More news coming up at 4, and also make sure to stop by the Drew Point at 1:30 this afternoon.
Can't wait to see it, Drew.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. More news first at 4 right here on KHNL.